15 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on Jamison Williams. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Lions and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. An inside give, Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Right back to Brown. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3-and-out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. This is Brown going up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Wright's got it. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at The Bengals 28.
Throwing again is Goff. He's got it to Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Now Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Now Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Burrow going to throw again. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Here's Goff. This ball taken in here by Brooks. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and a yard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air again, Burrow. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. It's Anthony Richardson, the Florida man, with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that game, all square, they take on the visiting Cowboys. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. Look at the big fella go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 35 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from capturing the lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Second down and 6 now. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they go play action now. Burrow trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 27. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Burrow on play action. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And Burrow going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Burrow will throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This for a fourth quarter lead. McPherson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10. Just shy of the 30. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Back to throw, Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Goff now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Bengals offense and T. Higgins ready for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And inches at the 17-yard line.
Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. A final shot now for Burrow. This ball intercepted. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.